Hey, what's up, Hilo News family? This show is brought to you by Baptist Health's Pine App. Healthcare at your fingertips with the Pine App. Head to HiloNewsMiami.com right now to learn more about their app and all the new features created to improve your healthcare experience with Baptist Health. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, what's up, family? Welcome to another episode of Can We Talk, our podcast where we talk to dope people in the community doing dope things, and today is no different. I am so excited to have my next guest on. He is a dear friend, a friend of Hilo News. He's always doing great things, and he could cook, y'all. So without further ado, I want to bring out the culinary genius, Chef Chad Cherry. Hey, Chef.
Yo, what up, what up? How we feeling, family?
It is good. Yo, you hit me up and you're like, yo, we got to talk about what I'm doing. I'm like, stop the press, move mountains. We got to have Chef Chad Cherry on. You do so many major things in the community. You're such a player out there, especially in like not just South Florida, the state of Florida, hell, the country, with what you're doing with Chef Culture. So I was like, I got to have you on to talk about the dope things that you're doing.
See, thank you, man. Making me feel special out here. Let's go.
Of course. I'm gonna jump right into it because you got a lot of things that's going on, and I definitely want to know about the SOLA Rum Food and Wine Festival that you're a part of. So, tell me about that festival and how you got involved with it.
Oh man, so SOLA stands for SOLA Lauderhill, and it started a couple years back, pre-pandemic, and it was meant to be like a local festival, something to feel good around South Florida. Come together, tap in, and just to be like something dope. And obviously, when the pandemic hit, we had 2 years to kind of think about it and plan. And pre-pandemic, I was involved with making sure that all the culinary professionals that came were local culinary professionals, and more importantly, look like us. You feel me? Get some black and brown professionals out there, give them a chance to shine and show their craft. And during the pandemic, we like, yo, if we had to reimagine this, what would we want it to be? And the festival organizers, which is Maria Moreau and Natasha Sweeting, they really wanted to take this to the next level. So they came to say, Chef, if we wanted this to look more like an international like food and wine experience, if we really wanted to resemble like a real foodie kind of thing, what will we need to do? And I was like, well, first and foremost, when people come, everything needs to be open. They need to be able to drink free. They need to be able to eat free and as much as they want. And it needs to be diverse. Like we need to pick chefs that'll come out there and they're gonna strut. They're gonna do what they do. Not, come out here with the traditional, here's some mac and cheese, here's some barbecue wings, right? Like, no, we needed to really show, and nothing against mac and cheese and barbecue wings, they good.
And you know what? As you're talking, I'm thinking about the South Beach Food and Wine Festival because that's where I've been. So in my head, I'm thinking you're like, we need this type of level of presentation.
That level. Yeah. No, you hit the nail on the head. We need that level, and we need to show that we can do it. I always say in every kitchen, all the 5-star restaurants, you got a black or a brown chef in there. So let's take them. Let me show you what we can do when we're given that platform. And then all I told show providers is, look, Chef Culture, we will bring the culinary talent. We'll make sure that it's correct. But I need you to bring the fire as far as entertainment and everything else. So to that end, they brought a headliner. They brought Musiq Soulchild. And listen, I mean, when Neo Soul was doing what it do, that was my guy. And I still go back to that playlist.
I'm a Neo Soul girl. Like Erykah Badu is my favorite singer, so you already know who I'm rocking with.
Musiq Soulchild.
I saw that and I was like, oh, that's a treat.
That's going in, man, especially in this era when we looking for that kind of music. And so what they did was they really, like I said, we're gonna make this a world-class, almost international festival. So you have the musical performance, you have 4 live demo chefs, which if you don't mind, I'll tell you the names of who they are.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you like what people can expect when they go over to the food experience. So give us all the tea. Let us know.
I'm giving you the tea, okay? Because the food experience is broken into 3 areas actually. So like I said, when I say feel of an international festival, that's what we're doing. So for your live demo chefs, we have a pavilion. When you come into the pavilion, you've got your stadium seating, you've got your stage, you can chill, you can sit down and be comfortable and be entertained. And we're going to have Chef Keith Loren, the Spice King himself. He's going to kick it off. His spices are literally sold across the country right now. He's doing amazing work. And if you ever seen that man, he's hype all by himself. um, we have a newer face, but not new to the culinary community, Chef Roberts G. Chef Roberts he's the quiet like brunch killer, man. This dude is all up and down, literally Florida doing all kinds of stuff, and Florida is where people come to brunch. So just know, right? Just just know people fly in all the time. And then we have our first female chef of the evening, Chef Nina. Now, if you are in the Central Florida area and even South Florida, Chef Nina is literally one of your top female chefs. She is the chef to a lot of the celebrities, a lot of NFL players. Like if people are popping in, her stuff is so in demand. You literally, she booked out months ahead. Like
Wow.
her stuff is crazy, and she's bringing a whole production. I can't talk about it. All I'm gonna say is you're gonna get dinner and a show, right? So our live chefs that's a pavilion of just live chef demos from about 5:30 to about 8:30. It's gonna be back to back chefs, and you can literally sit down and eat, right? Now our other area is our featured chefs. So each featured chef is going to have their own little section, their own area where there will be some live cooking and sampling. And right next to each featured chef that's going to be cooking and sampling is going to be some rum or some wine
Yes.
because I need to drink a little bit as I eat a little bit and I need to just get nice. You know what I'm saying? And if that wasn't enough for you, we have literally brought down a sommelier. So in our VIP
Oh,
experience, we have
wow.
Tahira Habibi, yep, from the Hugh Society. The Hugh Society is a black wine society based out of Atlanta. Tahira Habibi does the Wine and Culture Festival every year, which is shouts to her, big deal. I was up there with her this year. She's going to be running our VIP experience with one of our other local chefs. And that's where you get to sit down and have a curated dinner with paired wine. And is if that's not enough, we still have the entertainment. Like I said, this is going to be an international, and it's hard to like. I want people to imagine just the size of this. There's scale to this. You know what I'm saying? Like you come in, you're not gonna walk a half a block and be like, I've seen everything. No, like there's scale to this. There's layers to this event, so that as you come in, you can really just find something and enjoy yourself, and something for everyone.
Man, this sounds amazing. Yo, people are going to be really enjoying this and talking about this for a long time. Now, Chef, I
Mm,
know you throw down. You are a world-class chef. What
little
are you
bit,
going
little
to
bit.
be? I know you're in the organizer, you're a leader, but are you going to be throwing down too? Are we going to be able to get some plates from Chef Chad?
So that is a distinct possibility. I'm not gonna promise. I mean, right now my role is
Is your
really.
wifey going to be getting
Oh,
down?
you already know she in the building. But our role this year, and especially in the Solar Festival and other places, is we've been specifically focused on building platforms
Mm.
because you got to understand. Like, yeah, I get down in the kitchen. For all my people that really know me, I'm going to be doing some private dinners this year, where if you get the invite, you already know you special. Um,
Ooh.
but for the solo event, I wanted to go ahead and I really, like I said, I wanted to build a platform. I've been on a lot of stages and I will be on a stage, but I don't know if I'm going to cook this year because it's more about saying, hey, look, there's so much talent. I mean, what happens is, especially in the culinary community, there tends to be you get a couple of just popular folk, and those folk they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm happy to have enjoyed that, and I still enjoy that. But now at this stage of my career, I really want to show people how broad our Black culinary professionals can be, how amazing they are. And when I tell you, you got some, so, I mean, just silly. I'm excited to taste some of the stuff. So if you see me walking around with a plate, you already know. Like that's just the level we're at. So I can't promise that I'll cook, but I will say that I'm really excited to bring these chefs and help feature them at this event and make sure that they get the exposure and the hype that they deserve. They've worked for it. They've earned it.
And I think that's amazing because a lot of times, you see people kind of get to the top and feel like they don't have to reach back down and bring other people up. And you can really just stand in that lane and be like the superstar and be the feature. But you're like,
Yeah.
no, I've reached certain success. I want to make sure I put other people on. And so I think that's really commendable because it's it's kind of honorable in a sense. Not kind of, it is honorable. And also it's to me, it's about like group economics and helping each other. To me, I think that's really dope that you're like, let me
That
put
part.
on other lesser known chefs, people who I know who are just as dope as me, or and I can give them a platform. I've already built the platform. I'm gonna get this work. Let me help you too. So I think that's pretty cool.
That part, and and to say that doesn't take anything away from any of the chefs because collectively the chefs that will be out there to social media reach is insane.
Mm,
They do have audiences, but you've never seen everybody together. I'm a big believer, like you said, like collective group economics, right? You know, collaboration over competition.
that's
This is
word.
where we're able to shine. When you see these black and brown chefs come together, and you can go from spot to spot to spot, and all you're seeing is excellence. That shows you how much bigger we can be. That's what I'm about. That's the vision I want to see. So yeah, absolutely, group economics, and also creating that ecosystem where everybody thrives. And that's chef culture's ethos. That's what we do.
Nice. So when I buy a ticket, so there's different levels. I
Mhm.
went on the site. So it's different levels for different I guess access that you could
Yeah,
get and what
yeah, yeah.
food you could sample, but I'm guessing so like a basic ticket you could buy from different people. Like tell me how that'll work. So once, I'm the consumer, I'm looking on the website like what am I purchasing to so I can be a part of the full experience of Sola.
That's an amazing question, right? So as always with any festival, there's levels to it. But what we didn't want to do was make it so like the bottom level was the scrub level. We didn't want to do that. So with the most basic ticket, you get access to almost everything. So you
Mm,
can walk around, you can taste from all the featured chefs, you can take sips of all the wine and the rum, right? You can come sit at the pavilion and watch the live demo chefs, right? You won't be able to experience the VIP dinner or the sommelier or the wine tasting. You won't be able to get into the cigar lounge that we have, right? That's more for the VIP access. Also, for the stage, for the show, we're gonna have some areas that are roped off specifically for our VIP members. Give them the first
yeah,
couple of rows. So
yeah.
you won't get that stuff, but you still get access to literally 90% of the event.
Nice.
And so that's why there's different areas, and VIP just depends on how comfortable you are. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to sit down and be pampered the whole event? And if that's your vibe, let's do it, right? I mean, and that so the basic ticket still gets you in. And I will say that next week the demo chefs are going to be doing different ticket giveaways. So
Mm.
if you haven't got your tickets, you might be able to catch a giveaway. I have heard that Broward Black Business will also have a discount code. So if you're a part of that group, I know Black Business Orlando has a discount code and a few other places. So
So
get online and do your Googles.
hey, so that's the week because we're recording this in advance. So that just so people who are watching this live
Oh
when they
yeah,
see it,
yeah, you're
that'll be
right.
the week of October 10th. That there'll be some
Yes.
ticket giveaways, so they need to keep their eyes open.
Yes, yes. And don't wait to the last minute to get your ticket. Please, folks.
Mm.
Please, please. You know that FOMO is Thursday and you're gonna be calling the chef, can I get a ticket? And I'm like,
Ain't no more.
don't do it to yourself, man. People been and the thing was, we just back outside, but with that storm that just hit us, you almost had that kind of feeling of, oh shoot, we about to be locked down again. People are hype about this. Do not wait to the last minute. Go ahead, get your ticket, lock it in. If you're a dude, this is a great place to come out and take someone on a date. I mean, ladies, same thing, right? Like this is also, I mean, I don't know, every age group at that, right? Like, for my young singles, for my 30s and my 40s, you know what I'm saying? And even for, look, moms come out and rock to this. It's almost like a it's not as big as like a jazz in the gardens, but it's that kind of vibe where it's a family.
Yeah.
We all gonna come out, we gonna party, we gonna eat, and we have a great time.
I love that. That sounds like a whole vibe. Now,
That part.
where is this going to take place? Because I know it's you said it's Lauderdale. So where is it going to take place?
This is why you are one of the best interviewers in the business. It is going to be Saturday, October 15th at the Lauderhill Performing Arts Center. That's the LPAC. That's
Mm.
right on the corner of 441 and Southern. Yep, I lose that. But you can Google the LPAC, Lauderhill Performing Arts Center. For all my Caribbeans, if you know where La Luz is, it's right over there, right
I
by
know where
that.
that's at. Yeah. Did you
You
have
know
the
where
state
it's at.
of black food there at the LPAC?
Yes, that's where we had to see the black food at.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, see,
Yes.
see.
Look, I'll be remembering.
That's something else that's coming back. We ain't even get there yet, but yeah, that's
Oh,
coming
we're gonna
back.
have to talk offline about that. Let me know. Put me in the game, coach.
Let's go.
Yo, and honestly,
So
I think that's a really great segue because you talked a lot about your work and where you are now,
mhm,
like with curating these festivals and events. But you kind of like got a lot of your popularity and your fame, especially down here with Chef Culture and that's your organization. Tell me about that work that you're doing. And actually, right now, you're doing something like really, really amazing with Hurricane Ian relief. So tell me
yeah,
about the work that you're doing with Chef Culture and your mission behind that.
definitely. So chef culture started when we had our second restaurant in Fort Lauderdale. My wife and I, we were seeing the impact that just our little space was having in the community and Sit Stronger. First of all, when we came on the scene, they was like, "Y'all doing soul food?" And we was like, "Nah, we don't really do that." I mean, I kill some soul food, but I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna do some more gourmet, some upscale stuff." They're like, "You don't want that on Sit Strong." But we did our thing. The community loved it. So we was like, okay, so obviously, right, our community has depth and layers. And we said, if we could do this, what's stopping other chefs from doing it? And
Mm,
the answer is simple, right? Like everything else, right? There was no community, there was no tribe. And so we set out to build an organization that would allow chefs, independent, I have to say independent Black and brown chefs, to feel abundance as they go through,
mm,
this entrepreneurship situation, right? That because that's a whole word. So we started pouring into other chefs and making sure that they could go out and thrive. And as we do that, what we've noticed is that it helps build community. These are chefs that are hiring the community, they're feeding the community. And anything that is cooked for you just off rip is going to be healthier than the fast food we're getting. So we're also building the health of the community. And to that point, we got into a couple years ago, whenever there would be some kind of disaster or something, we would rally around. So, like during the pandemic, while they were feeding people during the week, we started feeding people on the weekends. We've
mm.
done several food drives,
I remember that.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all the way. We've done food drives and feedings literally throughout Florida. And now with this new hurricane, like today, I was just over in Fort Myers with one of our chefs he doesn't have power at his house, no
Mm,
internet. But he came over to meet me so that we could prepare food for volunteers as they were donating toiletries and necessities and water because people are out of toilet tissue. They're out of sanitary pads. They're out like, excuse me, people are out of the basics. They're like 7 days without
mm.
electricity. You know what I'm saying? And you can't go to a grocery store over there. There were still gas stations down,
Wow.
right? People still, you know what I'm saying? You pull up on a spot and there's no water. So it's our mission is to kind of be as much as we can do, be the middle people in the community. Chefs can do so much with food, and as chef culture, we're trying to show them the spectrum, right? Not only how do you get money, but how do you serve your community at the same time. And to that end, today, while we were in Fort Myers, we also talked about a larger plan for a couple of weeks down the line when the media is not talking about it. How do we come in and do a feeding because people are still going to need help a few weeks out?
Mm.
So that's kind of what we do, you know.
That's what's
I don't know
up.
if that fully answers your question,
No,
but like,
it does. You totally did. When did you guys launch Chef Culture?
so we actually launched in 2016, and we started with we were just like in Broward, and then it spread to Miami. And now chef culture is, I mean, we're in cities all up and down the East Coast. We have members, and we've got members. We're starting to go west. We have like scattered stuff going out to the West Coast, and no official chapters there. And yeah, so it's just been growing, and it's a loose collection, and basically it's just us culinary professionals coming together and saying, you know what, we're going to operate in excellence. We're going to work together. We're going to build an ecosystem. We're going to be intentional about doing business together, building each other up, and building our communities.
I love it. And just me, working with chef culture in the past, I just love the community that you built. And I love the idea of, if I was a new entrepreneur wanting to get in the culinary world and start a business, chef culture literally can usher you through that process. You have mentors, you have resources, you have people there who have been there before, who have had
Mhm.
success, and you can join this organization and have like these tools. And a lot of people don't have that when you start a business, any industry.
No.
So to have your organization be there, I think that's amazing. Like, you're serving people on different levels. So salute to you,
And
Chef, for what you're doing.
no, thank you. I was about to salute you because I would say, not only can they jump in and get the mentorship, but they can tap right in with people, with other chefs that are already where they want to be. You start working immediately, but they also get the knowledge of people like yourself. Like, and so I'm putting you on the spot here, but remember when you came out and you did our whole kind of like, this is how you deal with the media, this is how we do press, this is PR. Like, those are the kind of things we offer because we have friends like Janey here who will come out and just give free game. So we've got to actually get you back out for
Oh,
something,
say less. I've missed.
you
That's how,
know.
honestly, when you hit me up, we almost about to go personal, but yeah, we got to talk. We got
Yeah, I mean,
to talk about some business. Yeah,
we
let's
got to
do.
share that.
Yeah.
Let's get
Man,
it.
this is amazing, Chef Chad. I before I let you go, I want people to
Mhm.
know how they could connect with you, and again, plug the festival, where they could go, how do they support it, how do they support you. I want to make sure that we get that out there for them, so that they know that this is the event that they need to get to on October 15th, right?
Yes, October 15th. That is this Saturday coming up, right? That's going to be at the Lauderhill Performing Arts. That is the SOLA Rum, Wine, and Food Festival. You can go to SOLA Festival, right? You can find that on IG. You can find that on Facebook. And it's SOLA Rum, Wine, Food, and that's .com. That's where you can get your tickets from. If I mess that up, Google it because sometimes I do that. Don't judge me. But you can also DM me for tickets, right? You can hit the chefs up locally. You want to come out on the 15th. It's going to be an evening event, so put the babies to bed and slide on out. This is not for the kids, it's for us. Um, you know, to find me personally, and I'm reposting all of this stuff. I am Chef Chad Cherry on Instagram and just Chad Cherry on Facebook, and Chef Culture with a K. The organization is Chef Culture on all platforms, right? Chef Culture with a K. That's the organization. Please tap in. Um, send us a message, say what up, show support. But we need to see you at Sola on the 15th. I
Yes.
promise you, if you got a belly like mine and you love food, this is where you need to be. If you let your inner fat person come out that day and play, just saying.
Oh man, Chef Chat, I love this. This has been a great conversation, guys. If you're watching, you can look on the screen. I have Chef Chat's information, Chef Culture's information, and information for Sola Fest, so you can go and get information to get your tickets. Make sure you are there. Tell a friend, tell your neighbor, tell your auntie, tell your grandma. Everybody go out. Let's support this. And you know what else is really dope about this event? It's in our community. Like, if you've been over
That
there
part.
where the LPAC is, that's a Black community. That's a historic Black community in Broward County. So this is something that's world class for us in our backyard. So we definitely got to support it. So when you hit me up, Chef Chad, and said, "Hey, this is what I'm doing. Let's talk about this," I said, "Say less. Come on, let's let the people know what they expect and what they can experience." So thank you for taking time to speak to
Oh,
High Low News and being a guest on Can We Talk. I appreciate it.
thank you, man. I appreciate you so much, Janae. Anything you need, sis, I got you.
Yes, you know that the feeling is mutual. You tell the family, I said, hey, and the Chef Culture family, I said, hey, thank you guys for watching and tuning in today and learning all about Chef Chad Cherry and the Sola Festival. Make sure, again, it's October 15th. Get your tickets. Make sure you go see these amazing cooking demos and these food demonstrations and this world-class concert with Musiq Soulchild. You guys do not want to
Mhm.
miss this. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been another episode of Can We Talk, powered by High Low News. Bye, y'all.
See you later.